What's up, Saberhood? This is Justin from Saber Bay. This is a commission that a patient customer has been waiting for. It's a KR Hero, and it has a special setup. It has a reveal crystal chamber through here. The customer waited a long time because I offered to upgrade him to a Crystal Focus 9, and I had to wait for some crystal focus to come in from the supplier. They needed a certain flashing of the control board. Anywho, this has a G.o.t.h chassis in it, so you can twist off the top all the way and you put it aside. And I am using a NeoPixel connectors that have been engineered by Alex Gordon and Sloth Furnace, Bradley, and Bradley Lewis. And I'm using them in a different scenario. So here they have pins there, kind of hard to see, but they go down and allow connection to the LED up there. This is a Saber Essential speaker and it's really loud. One thing I did not like about the G.o.t.h chassis, or at least when I was installing it, is to get to the charge port, you had to slide the whole chassis back and then reach the charge port right here. And what I was finding is that the wires that come through here in the control box, they just seem to get pinched, and it looked like over time they would pinch and maybe break. So what I did is I cut the chassis right there, and I made a module, a speaker slash recharge port module out of a TCSS speaker holder, so that this chassis, or this piece, instead of sliding down to reach the recharge port, it's fixed, so this doesn't go anywhere. Some copper pieces, some brass tubes. So to get to the recharge port and the SD card, the customer will take off the pommel. Oops. And there it goes. Speaker module comes out. There's the recharge port, connector to the speaker, and they'll use some tweezers like this. What they want to do first is put a kill key in. So when you have a kill key, and they can get to the SD card by pushing on it. Just want you to be able to see. By pushing on the SD card, it pops up. Then you can grab it fairly easy. There's the SD card. Then you could pop it back. So pretty easy SD card access. I just did not like the idea of this piece sliding in and out. And there's a channel for the wires, but I just feel like over time, a customer may be dealing with broken wires and they'll have to send it back. Or this one's going to Japan, so they'll have to find a Japanese sabersmith to fix it. So you cannot put the speaker module in with the kill key, and so you have to take the kill key out. And since this is Crystal Focus version 9, it has deep sleep mode. Now this part's really important. The recharge port has to line up right here because of the way that it butts up against the chassis. It won't go in that way, or that way, or that way. The recharge port must be here because there's a spot for it. The way I cut the speaker module, there's a spot for it so that it stays in. So let me find the pommel. There we go. The cat didn't eat it. So we will get this on, and I'll show the operations of the Crystal Focus version 9. So we have the LEDs blinking there. This is the auxiliary switch. This is the activation. Now I have the volume set at 3, and this is the single cell hack, so it's a 3.7 volt battery solution, and this thing is loud and clear. It must be that Saber Essential speaker. I have not used one yet, or I haven't used the 28mm one that the custom Saber shop just started offering, and even at a 3.7 volt hack at volume 3, this thing is so clear, it's ridiculous. remix. So, without having to turn it off, we could twist this top off. And I like how the glow comes through a little bit on the needle connector. I think it's a cool little add-on or feature. Okay. Another great feature on the Crystal Focus 9.
Sound bank selection.
Hero.
Granny.
Pause. Revolt. Shut.
So you could play a song.
Youngling. Audio player. Audio player.
And you could ignite the saber. That's my best impersonation of John Williams. Alright, let's pop a blade in it. So, when you put the blade on, what you're going to have to do is hold the blade this way, take the blade cap off, and you're going to slide it over into the blade adapter and that heat sink. So that's why on this one you see the diffusion film has been cut, because this heat sink needs to slide in right there. And then you grab your Allen wrench. Maybe you grab the one that's the right size. Tighten it up. And just a cool little feature. Come at me, Vader. Okay. Let's go to another font.
Sound bank selection.
Hero.
Granny.
Pause. Revolt. Shut.
Youngling. Audio player.
Skywalker. Welcome, young Skywalker. I have been expecting.
So the first three fonts are Return of the Jedi Luke style fonts. So to select the font, now hold down.
Now fulfill your destiny. Now you will experience the full power of the dark side. I can feel your anger.
And there's two faux crystals in there. And when you turn it off,
Now, young Skywalker, you will die.
the top one turns off, and then the bottom one goes into pulse mode. All right, thanks for watching.